An even rockier bottom. July 25th, 2025. A little while ago, I made a video called Rock Bottom, where I talked about how every time I thought I was at my rock bottom, I found a shovel. Also, I'm cold, so I'm putting my sweater back on. Well, my friend, it turns out I somehow managed to find myself in an even rockier bottom. I seem to have found a spade, which is better at digging faster and deeper into the ground. Do you ever sit on a friend's couch, being the last to fall asleep at a sleepover, not sure what to do on this sleepless night, so you sit there watching whatever show your new friend put on the TV? It may or may not be repeating the episodes. You're not really paying attention. Every now and then you glance ahead at the alarm clock on the dresser in the corner. Seeing the time gradually change throughout the night reminds you of your mistakes. You look down at your hands and you feel a fleeting feeling of regret after accidentally cutting your hand while doing in the bathroom. You try to draw in your sketchbook to distract yourself from your thoughts of guilt, but still, these thoughts won't leave you be. You're trying to not be upset by your new friend's snoring, and you feel guilty about feeling so upset about something someone can't control, because you personally cannot stand the sound of snoring, especially because you know that you've done something worse, and you don't know how to deal with it all. You still feel so guilty about what you've done, but you want to do it again. And now it's almost 5 a.m. Would it be better or worse if this wasn't your first time in this house? This friend, the one who invited you over into his house, you don't know him that well, and if he knew you, do you think he would have still invited you? They don't know how terrible you are, how you ended up doing not just once but twice tonight in their bathroom. You start to hear people upstairs and see that it's now 5:03. You also realize that this means that you now can't go to the bathroom for round 3. You know you shouldn't go for a round 3 anyways. You know it's probably good people are awake, because if the house is quiet, you know you may slip into again. And you're embarrassed. You're so ashamed that you can't seem to stop. It's practically become your whole life now. You wonder what people would say if they knew. If they knew, just what would they do? Seeing a friend later tonight. He knows. Only a few friends know. Don't seem to trust a lot of people these days. You're so scared people will leave if they find out. And you're starting to feel so much shame about doing every day. And you're scared. You're so scared that you'll fuck it all up. You're scared you'll fuck everything up. You have been warned by multiple people over the past week of all the things that could happen if you continue down this path. You're stubborn. That might be the death of you. You're still you think, but for how long? How long until you've drifted so far away from who you were, you become someone else entirely? Just how will I know when I've crossed that line? Line? I wish someone could just tell me where this line is, the one of the point of no return. Time on my phone says 5:36 now. Still can't stop thinking of... Will I ever stop thinking of you? I'm scared of saying goodbye to you, but I'm scared of what you'll one day make me lose. I know you haven't been in my life for that long, but I feel safe with you. And that scares me. It scares me how safe you make me feel, because I know one day, if I'm not careful, that you'll be my downfall. If I was a smart man, I would say goodbye now. It would be so much easier for me and my future to cut my losses with you now while I still can, before you show me what you're really capable of. But you also make me feel so good. When you're around, I don't feel as alone. This last week with you may have been difficult, but you make all my bad thoughts go away. And I feel so conflicted because on one hand, I know you're bad for me, but I'm scared for you to leave. Also, I'm sorry if this is unrelated to rock bottom. Sorry if I am going off topic slightly. I didn't sleep well last night. Do you ever find yourself stuck in holes you always said you would never step over? I think I've said the words, "this is a new low point," about 5 times this week. And that also scares me, because I don't know how hard I'm going to push it until I decide I've reached a breaking point. What's going to have to happen to me in my life for me to decide I've had enough? What will I have to lose? To seek help will be. That's a fear I have. I'm too comfortable in misery. I guess that's the thing about rock bottom, is that eventually you get used to it. And sometimes you learn to like it. But can I learn to like happy stuff too instead of just pain? I don't know anymore. I just wish I knew what lines I've crossed before. What are the lines in life that I have to cross? What kind of lines do I have to accept I've crossed? What kind of lines should I never cross? And what kind of lines do I need to let other people cross? I don't know how to be vulnerable anymore. I don't know how to let people in again. I'm so scared I'll get hurt again. I'm just so scared that more people will leave again. I swear I'm trying my best. It's just so hard right now. I promise I'm trying. I feel so lost, but with this, as bad as it is, it gets me through the day, and it keeps me safe when my thoughts start to wander at night. I don't know how long this video will be. Don't really seem to know much of anything anymore, really, but I know being alone scares me, and so does losing the people I love. Sometimes I'm scared that I've already lost some of the people I loved so much because of me. I have nobody to blame for any of this, except for myself. This time, nobody else caused it. I have all the power this time. Makes it slightly better, but also not. I'm just so tired, man. I know it ain't sustainable long term, but at least in this rock bottom, I don't feel the rocks hitting me anymore. And for the first time in a while, I don't want to end it all. But are these feelings real? Or do you have to be sober to truly feel your emotions? I don't know, man. It's hard realizing that the thing that saved you might also kill me one day. I don't think I'm strong enough for sobriety. Miss my friends, though. Even if I can't be fully sober, I want to at least be sober sometimes for my friends. Some decided to cut ties with me for a bit because they needed a break, which I understand, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt. Sometimes I wonder if they'd be better off without me. I'm so scared I'm going to ruin things again. I got some friends who stayed. It's been really hard lately, and I'm grateful to my friends who are still here with me, but I wish things were different with my other friends. I wish I could have been a better friend. I promise I'm trying my best. Even if it doesn't look like it's enough, I don't know how to stop digging right now. Even if it's just for a moment. Can you hold the spade? Pen's almost dead now. Tuesday, July 29th, 2025, 12:21 a.m. A new pen, but still almost dead. Doing alone now. Complete alone. No snoring friend. Just me alone in this room. Well, I suppose I'm never alone. Well, I'm at my mom's, so I can go inside the house to get more pens if I want. I miss so much over the weekend, but I was good. I stayed clean and sober for my friend, like I promised, but the bugs came. The bugs were crawling in my skin. No matter how much I scratched, the itch wouldn't stop. Guess the party is over now. The same ice that cooled my blood in the blistering heat starts to stab me from the inside out. I risk a lot using alone. Alone? Is that what I'm destined to be? What if I sober up? just to find nobody wants me anymore? Am I a lost cause? I wish I had a crystal ball, but all I have are the crystal shards. Does this make me one of those crystal boys? I thought crystals were supposed to heal you. I don't feel so healed now. My fault. I know, it's all my fault. My counselor of 4 years is leaving next week. Soon it'll be just me and... What's gonna happen to me? Will more start to leave? What would people say? What would my friends say? Would they still love me? If they knew how low my rock bottom has been dug? Would my mom still love me? If she knew what I did when I'm alone in bathroom stalls? Yes, I came a full circle in a way. Back to making lines in bathroom stalls. Only instead of hiding my arms like I did at 13, I hide my eyes. Can't let anybody see my eyes. Eyes don't lie. That's the key to spotting my rock bottom. Sometimes I worry I have dug my rock bottom so deep, I've buried myself into a hole that's now too deep. I can't climb out of it, and I'm trapped underground. I hope the flowers that grow over and on top of the hole are pretty. Maybe then I could finally say I made something pretty. Do I ever do or make anything good? Maybe I used to. Now it seems I only bring self-destruction and pain in my wake. Do you think I could be good again? What if I never leave this rock bottom? What if I was never good? What if I was always bad? What if it was always meant to end this way? I wish I could know. I wish I could know if all the rock bottoms I've ever been to could all mean something, anything, one day. Or was all of the pain and hurt and trauma I went through in my life all for nothing? Do my past tears mean anything? Did my child self cry for nothing? How do you know when rock bottom has been hit? How do you know if it's lifted? What would I tell my past self? Would I tell her everything? Would I try to give him something to hope for? My 14-year-old self looked up to me. He used to write in his journal about how he looked up to and admired his future self, sitting there with his stuffed red button-eyed fox, a head full of stories and ideas. Despite having had his first suicide attempt that year, he still remained optimistic and hopeful for the future, hopeful to have his voice be heard and story told, hopeful to become the man and mentor that he needed. Hopefully he wouldn't be scared of me, of the person I came to be. Or, I don't know, maybe he would see something in me that I don't. Maybe he would be impressed or amazed with my drawings or animations. 14-year-old me drew a lot. I wanted to do animations and stuff like that, so I would always have my sketchbook with me so I could practice my art. Ever since I was 13, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. Well, actually, it was 8, but 8-year-old me gave up because the guitar was half my size, and I didn't immediately become Hannah Montana after the first lesson. But then it all changed when 13-year-old me discovered My Chemical Romance. Welcome to the Black Parade. That was what sparked the urge to play guitar that I tossed away and forgot about at 8. Could never get the hang of it, though, and I tried for years. Used to be filled with so much regret for not trying harder. 13-year-old me always wanted to be able to say I could write even just one song. 14-year-old me tried, but wasn't very good at it. So, I don't know, maybe they would both think my songs were cool? 14-year-old me would be very happy about my surgery consult in 10 hours. Oh yeah, it's 2 a.m. now. I have a consultation for top surgery at noon, which is something I've been wanting since I was 14. And here I am journaling for who knows how long. I haven't put down the pen once since I picked it up. Could top surgery be my way out of this rock bottom? Is my music my way out of this rock bottom? Is thinking about the different past versions of myself and what they would say about me now my way out? Not sure what 16-year-old me would say. Probably glad I started drawing and animating more. That kid went through a lot. She probably just needs an adult to listen to her and make her feel safe. 15-year-old me was the one who started animating, so he'd be glad to see I still do it, and glad too that I started testosterone last year. 16-year-old me might be a bit confused I retransitioned. 17-year-old me, I think, would be glad I kept playing the ukulele. I was really into Steven Universe from ages 15 to 17, so those ages would probably be disappointed that I've been getting into the wrong kind of crystal gems. 17-year-old me would probably also think my lip piercings were cool, and grateful that we don't have to quarantine anymore. I think 18-year-old me would be sad that me and my friend Hypothetical never made it out to BC together, but maybe glad I went there myself. Might also be upset I moved back in with my mom and stepdad after everything. She might be more hurt than upset. She was so scared. 18-year-old me didn't really know what to do in life. That was the age I got my iPad. I still use it to draw and animate to this day. That's when I started getting good at animating. So I think she would be impressed with my animations, and also think my eyebrow piercing and multiple lip piercings were cool. Not sure how she would feel about the fact that I'm still smoking cigs all these years later, or my alcoholic era. She would probably be more surprised it took that long for it to develop, honestly. Not sure about 19-year-old me. Early 19-year-old me would probably be glad I found more, because they went looking and could only find it twice. Probably also glad I finally got out of that apartment I hated, and glad I started animating again. They wouldn't like what they heard about their boyfriend, though. 20-year-old me would be sad, I think, that I moved back to Winnipeg from BC. I hated Manitoba so much, and I was certain I'd never come back. 20-year-old me, pre-move, was in such a great space, I'd feel bad about killing her vibe. Although 20-year-old me, after I moved, would do it for me. Hit with a depressive episode within a week or two of moving there. Probably also surprised I put all my piercings back in and shaved my hair off. She was trying to grow it long. And also they would be sad about how me and our best friend are on a break. 20-year-old me did learn how to play the guitar before moving, so she'd be happy I still play. Delightfully surprised about me and Hypothetical being friends again. That was one friendship loss I never got over. 21-year-old me would be very sad to find out about the friend group breakup last summer with the people in BC. I feel like the trans stuff would be a bit of a surprise at first, but would also explain a lot, like why they kept cutting their hair every day and why they couldn't recognize or see themselves in the mirror. 22-year-old me, oh god, I'm 23 now, would be sad, I think. At least freshly 22-year-old me would be. He would be happy for me that I have a top surgery consult today, and glad I still do the trans vlogs sometimes, but sad about dropping out and about our counselor leaving and about my mental health being so shit right now. He'd probably also give me shit for not taking my meds. Pen died, but I found a new one. He'd probably be happy I did other cool art projects. 22-year-old me, after September, wore the same black sweater that I'm wearing now. He'd probably feel guilt about all his drinking, maybe. Or he'd ask me to share He'd probably be surprised that I'm still making these animations. I think mostly just sad about how everything turned out, and how it all started with one simple beer. But, I mean, if you really think about it, is it really all that surprising I turned out like this? Sometimes I wonder if I was destined to be this way. At least I was since I was 19. All it took was that one time when that random guy sold it to me for $2 when I was walking home at midnight. After that first time, I kept thinking about it for almost 4 years. I got lucky that I couldn't find it again. I knew that too. That the only reason why 19-year-old me wasn't an addict was pure dumb luck. 'Cause I tried to find it too, but I never could. But luck can run out. Or maybe the lesson here is if you want something, don't go looking for it. Let it find you. 3:17 a.m. Wow, been writing for like 3 hours now. Just left for a brief moment to go, powder my nose, as people say. Hopefully I'm not still high during my consultation tomorrow. Also, it's Tuesday, so I have to do my T-shot at some point. I genuinely don't know how long this video will be. It'll probably end soon, though, because I'm almost out of pages in my sketchbook. Hopefully I didn't accidentally make this video too long and too boring, and it was just the right amount of length. I don't know where I'm going with this video or where I've been going this whole time. There was no sober thoughts present in the creation of this video. Hope I made some sense. I say that because half the time I don't even understand what I'm saying, so I don't know if other people do too. I wonder if anyone is even going to see this video. Maybe it'll just be me. If it is just me watching this video, I got a few questions for you. Or if anyone watching is close to you, I suppose they can answer too. Okay, first question. Is this video public, or did you make it private or unlisted? I'm most likely gonna make it private, at least for a bit. I don't know, maybe I'll make it public when I have my shit together. Do you have hair when you watch this? I miss my hair. You sober yet? Also, do our friends know? Do our friends ever want to see us again? Did the break help? I'm mostly just worried about how they will respond if they find out or figure out what I mean by redacted. Do we ever find a counselor as good as the one who is leaving next week? How does the surgery consult in approximately 8 hours and 20 minutes from now go? Am I noticeably high when I go? Does Mom ever find out about all of this? Do I ever go back to rehab? Did any of my high ramblings in here count for anything? Maybe on some subconscious level, the things I talked about ended up meaning something. I just want something to mean anything. I guess I just want to feel like I mean something too. On the last couple of pages, so I gotta finish this up soon. Guess I need a new sketchbook. Do I ever do anything with my music, or any of the unfinished stories I did last year? Do I ever end up getting top surgery? And or do I get the studs replaced with the hoops/rings I've always wanted? Do I stop feeling suicidal? Do I get out of this rock bottom? Do I ever get any more cool tattoos, or do I waste all my money on? Do I ever go back to university and get a diploma? Do people ever stop misgendering me all the time? I just want to pass as a dude, bro. Not really sure what else to say. Any romantic relations? I don't know. I feel like a romantic partner could be nice one day. Been over a year now. I just hope that if I do find romance, that they are just as into it and into me as I am them. Sometimes I worry I'm too damaged and broken to be loved. Guess that's kinda how I found myself stuck in this pit. 'Cause I hate myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm scared that the only people who will ever truly love me and will never leave me are the drugs and alcohol. I guess I'm also scared I'll accidentally say or do the wrong thing and people will leave. But the drugs and the alcohol, they won't leave you. Doesn't matter if I say one word or 1,000,000 in a day. Won't change anything. Doesn't matter if I do good things or bad things, because I can always find friendship in a bottle or the crushed up fragments in a dime bag. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I wonder if it's possible to one day live a life worth living. When that happens, I'll dye my hair green. Do I ever dye my hair green? How will I know when I can? Not sure if you know the story behind the green hair or not. I'll tell it another time, I guess. It'll have to wait anyways because this sketchbook is almost done, so I got no more room to talk. Anyways, bye, I guess. I'm going to record this now. Maybe one day I can have green hair again.